The current crisis that we're dealing with right now has really caused a lot of our friends, our families, our neighbors, just people within the community to be affected in many ways. And either people are being directly affected by maybe losing a loved one or a friend, which is horrible. And, my heart, my prayers go out to those people who have been affected in that way. For some of us, maybe we haven't been affected in that way. And in the best circumstances, you've been inconvenienced. But for a lot of the people who live in our community, and specifically small business owners, a lot of those businesses right now are being affected in such a way that it's really hard for me to quantify. I want to try to bring to you an opportunity for you, if you're a small business owner or if you know somebody who owns a small business, to take part in a social media video campaign that I am going to help put together. So how can I help and how can I be best of service to my community and to my friends and my family? And again, if you're joining in, please share this video. Even if you're not located in Monroe County, PA, please share this video, because maybe there's somebody who could do this in your area and help small business out in your area. And really, it's just a kind of a spreading of positive ideas is what I want to do. What am I talking about? What do I want to do? So the local small business campaign, I have a link in the description of this video. I also have the link on my Facebook page, my Instagram page. You can find those at _Seymour Mac, or you can go to seymourmac.com and you can find this information. I have a PDF link that you can click on, and basically you could read the outline and the idea of why I want to do the local small business campaign. So I could read the proposal for the idea, and maybe I'll do that now, but you can read along with me if you're looking at the PDF as we're speaking. And then I'll go over some of the requirements and as far as like recording your video and some tips to make sure that your video and your audio is of the highest quality, to send it over to me so I can put this together. So the local small business campaign, brought to you by Seymour Mac Productions Limited. There is no community without unity. So there is no doubt that we are living in unprecedented times. Our lives have been affected in a way that none of us even thought was possible. COVID-19 has brought our everyday lives to a halt, and for some of us, we even have dealt with losing a loved one or a friend. And again, my heart goes out to those people. With that being said, I have personally seen the strength in my family, my friends, my co-workers, and my community, and that's the strength to persevere through these hard times. And through all the stress and pain this crisis has brought us, I have seen a kinder approach throughout our community, believe it or not. And there have certainly been moments of despair and selfishness, but overall I have witnessed the good in people, and I think most of us can probably say that, minus the toilet paper crisis of 2020, of course. I think beyond that, most people have really kind of opened up their minds and opened up their hearts. I recognize that I am in a better position than most. My day job has not been affected, but the small business that I started in February has hit a brick wall. My wife and I wanted to do more for our friends and even for the ones that we don't know within the community. And that is why this campaign was started, and that is who this campaign is for. It is for the people who put their life savings into opening up a business, and for the people who poured every bit of energy into doing what they love most. We may not be at the same stages in that journey, and we all have something to lose. But even more powerful than that, we have something to gain from supporting each other through these hard times. I wanted to extend the opportunity for you to join me in the social media campaign that I have started, and I want to help remind our neighbors about your business, but not only about your business, about you, who you are and what it means to you to be a small business owner, how your business has been affected by the shutdown, and how people can best help support your business now and in the future. This video campaign will rely on your submitted videos of your story in your own words. You can submit a video of yourself answering the provided questions, a high quality logo or photo of your business. And I will edit these together with other footage and powerfully inspiring music to really draw that emotion from people, and try to create a video that you'll be proud of, but Also something you'll be proud to present to your family and to your neighbors. This is how I can help. And I will do my best to create a campaign which doesn't only make you feel good inside, but hopefully will help draw support for your business. And I will provide all the information to you needed to ensure your video and your audio will meet the expected level of quality I want to deliver. And what is involved if you want to take part in the local small business campaign? What I have provided is a PDF which states everything that I just read and also outlines the questions that are involved that you can answer, where to send your video, your finished video, how to send your finished video, what the requirements are if you want to send in a logo, which is highly recommended, especially if you want to take part in this but you just don't feel comfortable recording a video, what the requirements are for the video and the audio, and how you can record that, and some tips just to make sure that it's going to be the best quality possible. All right, so again, if you're still watching this, I appreciate you guys joining in, and please share the video. Let's go over what the questions are. So if you go into the PDF file and you go into the PDF link, there's going to be 3 very simple questions. So when recording, make sure that you ask the question out loud. All right, that just gives me a little bit of additional material to edit with, and also will kind of frame and put your answer into context in the video, and then answer the question, obviously, and try to keep your answers to approximately 30 seconds each. It's okay if you go over the 30 seconds. Try to keep them short, because I'm assuming that there's going to be a lot of small businesses that want to take part in this. I mean, this is really empowering way to help out your community and to also help out your small business through the COVID-19 shutdown, through this whole entire crisis. And if you're wondering why I'm wearing sunglasses, because I just want really to look as cool as possible. That's really what it comes down to. So what are the 3 questions that I have provided that I want you to answer? So first question, what does it mean to you to be a small business owner? All right, why did you start your business? Now, it could be a contracting business. It could be a local gym. It could be a hair salon. It could be a restaurant. Maybe you have a business like that. There are businesses out there that are able to modify and still operate during these times, but guess what? There's businesses who, frankly, probably cannot operate at all at this point in time. So that's the first question. What does it mean to you to be a small business owner? Tell me your story. Try to keep it short and sweet. Really just kind of try to paint the picture on what it means to you to be a small business owner. Question number 2 that I have provided. How has your business been affected by the COVID-19 shutdown? So just briefly explain to us how you've been affected by this. If you were a restaurant, or you were a gym, or maybe you were a hair salon or a tattoo shop, where these are very hands-on, physical, close contact businesses and operations. How have you been affected through this shutdown and through this crisis? And really try to paint the picture for people on what it has meant to your business and how hard it's been. And of course, the third question to round this out is going to be, how can people best support your business now through the shutdown, if there are ways that they can still support your business, and also in the future as we start coming out of this shutdown. So the idea of this video is to take those videos that you're going to record and submit over to me. I'm going to chop those up, and I'm going to make hopefully a nice, inspirational, powerful, empowering campaign, a video, just one video that encompasses all of these local businesses that have reached out to me, that you have sent to me, that want to take part, and really put those together in a form that we can share not only on social media, but we could share them on your websites. You can embed them. You could frankly use this video any way possible. There will be 0 restrictions on sharing this video. The only thing you can't do is edit the video and make it something that it's really not intended for. That's the only thing I ask for. How can you get that video over to me? Very simply, you can email that video to me at realseymourmac@yahoo.com, and please put in the subject line just local campaign so I could fish through my emails and figure out which ones are for this. Obviously, do not forget to attach the video if you're going that route. but frankly, these videos, even though they're gonna be fairly short, I need them to be the highest quality possible. So some of these videos you might find you're not going to be able to just drop them in your email and send them. So for that, I have provided a few links in the PDF file where you can send larger files. So you can use Dropbox, which is really easy to use. And there's another one that's completely free. You don't have to make an account. It's called WeTransfer.com. So you can go to Dropbox.com or WeTransfer.com or something similar. It doesn't have to be those two, but I'm just providing those for people who might not know how to send a larger file if the email won't send it. So for your logo, the highest resolution that you have, send that to me. Now let's get down to the video and audio requirements. This is extremely important, all right? I want you to understand, if you send me a video which is just not of good quality, I might not be able to use it. I might not be able to incorporate your video and your footage of you answering the questions. Ensure that you try to follow these guidelines. You can see these guidelines clearly in the PDF file that I have linked, again, in the description here on my Instagram page and at SeymourMac.com. So please visit that. And if you are still watching this video, or you're joining in, or you see this video, share this video. Even if you don't have a business in Monroe County, PA, this is something that video producers and editors can do in your location, in your town, and in your state. So share it, because we might be able to cause some ripples here, all right? We might be able to really get focus on small businesses and help each other out, okay? So again, it's gonna sound super cheesy. There's no community without unity, and we really have to stay united through this. That sounds so stupid. It sounds so cheesy, but it's true. All right. Video and audio can be captured with either your smartphone, which is probably how most of you are going to do this, and that's perfectly fine. Before you start recording this video, I want you to check your video settings, specifically the video resolution. At the minimum, I want that to be 920 by 1080, and that could be 30 FPS, which is frames per second, or 60. And I need you, please, this is super important if you're going to be submitting a video. I need the orientation of your phone to be in landscape mode. And if you're unsure the difference between portrait or landscape, that is called portrait. Flip your phone this way and record it in landscape mode, okay? Why? We're not only going to put this on Instagram, so I want this video to fill the whole frame like you can see it here now on my computer, or on your computer through my computer. Okay, yeah. So you're thinking, if I'm recording in landscape mode, how am I gonna hold the phone and record it, and yada. So here are some tips to make sure that your video is of the highest quality possible, and to ensure that I can actually include it. Tip number one, when using a smartphone, the forward-facing camera, the camera on the back of your phone, is often much higher quality. Make sure you're looking into the camera lens on your phone or on your camera when you're reading the question out loud, and then when you're answering the question, make sure you're looking into the camera, all right? We want people to see you. We want them to feel like you're talking to them, and we want them to really connect with you. I didn't actually include that in the tips, and I should have, but make sure you're looking at the camera lens, all right? Tip number two, do not hold your phone, all right? Now, this is gonna seem, maybe for some people, like common sense, and it's also gonna seem like, why wouldn't I hold my phone for other people? All right, if you're holding your phone, chances are you're either gonna block the microphone with your hand, your palm, or your fingers. You are going to maybe have a shaky hand, especially if you're like me and you've been drinking the Mr. Brown coffee mug all morning. It's my third cup of coffee, and I'm a little shaky right now. We don't want the video to have shaky footage, because it's going to make this editing process way easier if the phone is stabilized. So put it on a tripod. Some of you have phone cases that have built-in tripods. Try to use one of those. Lean it up against your coffee mug. Lean it on anything, or put it on a tripod. Okay, so tip number three is going to be fill the screen. All right, what do I mean by fill the screen? Make sure your image fills most of the screen. All right, this will also help ensure your audio is clear. So if you are back here, it's real cool because you get to see my jeans. Excuse me. It's gonna look ridiculous, okay? Also, we're not gonna be able to hear you. Your audio is going to be from way back there, and we're not going to capture good audio. So make sure you're filling the screen. So you could kind of be off to the side if you want. You can do 1/3 on this side, which is okay. Just again, make sure you're looking at your camera lens. You could do it right in the middle. That's fine with me also. But make sure you're filling the screen nice and close, all right? We want to get your whole head. We don't make sure your head isn't getting cut off on the top too much. We don't want this, because then you look like a small person. And if you're a small person, that's fine. We don't mind if you're a small person. As long as you're a small business owner, you can be as short or as tall as you want to be, all right? Tip number 4, all right, make sure your microphone is not being blocked by something, either by your hand, or if you're leaning it up against something, make sure it's not being blocked by the object you're leaning it up against. On the subject of audio, don't record this video in the middle of traffic. That's probably not gonna happen, because you shouldn't be in traffic. Don't record it in like the living room with the TV on, or the heater going, or the fan running right above you, or outside where the neighbor's dog might be barking at your dog or barking at you, or the mailman's like, "Hey Jim, how you doing?" Like, let's record these videos in somewhere that is kind of isolated a little bit, all right? Make sure that you're recording this video somewhere where there's not going to be a lot of audio interference, all right? I don't know, just try your best, please. I didn't include that in the PDF file and the tips, but that is super important. So make sure you're doing that. And the last tip, and this is probably, should go without saying, but it is also probably the most important to the success of this campaign. This is not a political campaign. We all have different opinions on the current events, on how the crisis started, how it's unfolding, the reactions, the responses, the treatments, the non-treatments, the fake news, the real news, the yada, 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 yada. Please be respectful of other people's, frankly, political opinions, and leave the politics at home. These videos and these discussions, these are not times to have political debates, all right? We all have different opinions of what's going on. Like my mom used to tell me, opinions are like a-holes. They all stink and everybody's got one. My mom didn't tell me that, but it is what it is, all right? But this is not a political campaign. This is supposed to be an inspirational campaign. I want to thank everybody who has actually joined in. And if you made it this long, congratulations. There's no secret prizes or anything like that, but thanks for hanging out with me. I don't know how I'm not going to get enough businesses to take part in this. If you own a small business, there is no reason why you should not take a few minutes out of your time and make sure that you take part in this campaign. I'm gonna do all the heavy lifting. I'm gonna edit the video. I'm gonna hopefully put something together that's super powerful that you can share on your Facebook, on your Instagram, on your Twitter, on your website. You can embed it on any website, forums, groups, whatever you want to do. You want to download it, you want to burn it onto DVDs. Do people still do that? Nobody even still does that. All right. There's one other thing that I forgot to put in the PDF. I'm gonna update the PDF. Lighting. As you can see, I am handsomely lit right now. You might not have this cool little light I have up here, or this other cool little light that you can't see down behind me, or maybe not even really understand how lighting works, because frankly, it's something that I'm trying to get better at. Make sure that there is light where you are. Please, don't do this in your basement. Don't do this in your crawl space. Don't do this under a tree. You could sit near a window. If you don't have any kind of like additional lighting, you could sit near a window if it's sunny out. Let the sunlight kind of light one side of your face primarily. Some light on this side of my face, but I got some shadow here. It helps it make it look a little more cinematic, and it helps it make you look a little more handsome or a little more beautiful, okay? So make sure you have good lighting. And also, something else I didn't include in the tips, you're gonna look like what you record. And then we're gonna share this video all throughout the Poconos and all throughout Pennsylvania and hopefully all throughout the country and all throughout the world maybe. You know, dress to impress, put on what is appropriate, put your uniform on. Don't do this with a face mask on. We wanna see your beautiful face and we wanna hear your beautiful words.